Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Aquarius, how are you, my smarty pantses? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. Aquarius, if you are my ride or die, you know what's about to go down. I have these oracles here. I am going to lay the oracles on the table for the overall general energy for the week ahead. I'm always reading for the week ahead. Aquarius, if you're brand new and you've never been here before, I'm always reading for the week ahead. Whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it could resonate. It's a general reading. So I'm going to put down these oracles first. We're going to hit them up with some tarot, get some details on the general oracles, and find out what is up for you in the week ahead. Now, as we look at the week ahead, that is the first week of April that I'm reading for. We will have already gone through our last eclipse energy, which is on Saturday, and which is tomorrow as I read this. So that energy is a new moon. It also is a partial solar eclipse in Aries. So things could change without notice. Yeah, be aware. Things are changing, friends. This is the portal. Look, are you staying where you are or are you moving ahead? It's up to you. It's up to you. You have a big decision to make here. Tell me about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please, for the week ahead. We've got stability. So we've got an anchor and stability. I don't know where you live, but where I live, when we see the red door, sometimes that means that someone has paid off their home. So maybe some of you are in a position to be able to do that. Maybe you're making the last payment on the mortgage. But I want to say that that in the week ahead, you're going to feel really solid, really anchored. I feel like this is card number 16, and 16 is the tower in tarot. But I want to say that this is a really good tower for you. It's a realization that you've made it up to here. And I want to say that maybe you are a little bit guilty, Aquarius, of maybe keeping your head down, keeping your head down, looking at the details, going over the facts. Like, I feel like you've been working really hard or keeping your head down here. And I feel like maybe when you finally put your head up, you're going to realize all this accomplishment here. So I feel like whether or not you're paying off the mortgage is up to you, but stability, anchoring yourself. I feel like the week ahead is going to be an anchor for you. It's like a realization of, wow, look what I've created. Look what I've manifested here. We've got enlightenment. I love it. So I really do feel that the tower, this particular tower for you, Aquarius, is bringing enlightenment. Gosh, your readings have been so uplifting lately. So we do have the lotus flower. Look, I feel like you're finally, looking up, I'm going to say, eyes off your paper. You're finally looking up and you really understand now how things have unfolded. I'm just looking at the lotus flower, and the lotus flower grows in the mud, right? I feel like you are somebody who possibly has been trudging through the mud or has been trying to just keep going, keep going. And card number 27 is a 9. So I feel like you've gotten this enlightenment after coming out of some sort of hermit energy. Card number 9 is the hermit in tarot. And so hermit energy is where we go to do the self-assessment, where we go to practice our meditation. It's a place of self-preservation. So I feel like when you maybe come out of this hermit energy, you realize, you know what? I'm feeling pretty damn good. And that's what it feels like here. It feels like you're feeling pretty good about some sort of accomplishments. When you finally put your head up, you realize that you have bloomed, even though possibly at times you were living in the mud. Just going to say. So you're going to see things around you. What is unfolded? I think you're going to be enlightened. You're going to look around you and say, wow, I really am doing enough here. I am doing enough. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. We have anger. I'm going to put one more card down here, find out what this anger is about. Now, we do have a sword through someone's hand. It is also another number 9. So I feel like the 9s are not only telling us about hermit energy, but are also telling me that there is some sort of cycle that's ready to close. And as I was saying, where are you going to be, Aquarius? Are you staying in the vibration you're in, or are you moving forward to the next vibration? And I feel like somebody here is breaking away from some sort of angry energy or anxious energy, I want to say. Or maybe, somebody who has hurt you, possibly. I feel like you're ready to give up some sort of grudge you've been holding. It feels like that. One more card for Aquarius. We've got abundance. So I feel like you go from anger to abundance. They're both A's, which is very interesting. Oh, isn't this interesting? Because 9 and 1 is 10, right? And breaking 10 down, it goes back down to a 1, and that is the beginning of something. So I feel like, Aquarius, if this resonates with you, I think you're ready to step through the portal that is opening tonight. And I feel like you're going to the next vibration, realizing that that life has unfolded for you. No matter how long you spent in the mud, Aquarius, life is now unfolding for you. We have forgiveness. Look, I feel like it's forgiveness for the self. It feels like maybe this anger is anger that you had with things that weren't working out for you. It could be for another person, absolutely. But it feels like, isn't this interesting? I'm just going to say, look, synchronicities are your thing in the week ahead. We've got 1 and 9. We've got 1 and 9. I don't know. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You are going to be having a reunion with somebody here, a very happy reunion with someone that you haven't seen for a while. I feel like whilst you were in this hermit energy, I feel like you have turned this anger into abundance. I feel like you have, sometimes when things are going wrong in our lives and we just sort of put our heads down and start working, I feel like this is what's going on. That you've created some sort of beautiful abundant stability in your life, really honestly, by trying to release some sort of anger or grudge you were holding with someone. I feel like it actually has ended up opening you up, giving you enlightenment and empowering you. All right, one more card and we'll get to tarot. It's already good. It's already so good, Aquarius. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. We've got cycles, fate, karma, something ending and something beginning. Look, I can't write this shit. You are in some sort of power energy, Aquarius, lately, because I get so excited about your readings lately. We've got a cycle that's closing here, friend. You are literally walking through the portal. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to be in this angry energy anymore. I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to be in this shamanic energy, because I enjoy watching things unfold. I feel like for a while there, you probably were stuck in the mud, in a place in the mind, possibly, where you couldn't get out, and you were angry about someone who hurt you. It looks like somebody said something. It feels like, because swords are communications, connections, it's your energy, right? It feels like somebody really hurt you, cut you, made you bleed, whether that's metaphorically or literally. It feels like somebody really hurt you here. And I feel like this is what you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind that situation, and you have used it. Oh, sorry. I'm hearing a song while I'm trying to talk to you right now. I'm hearing Inner Ninja. In the song, he says, and then I took it all and I re-upped. And so I feel like that's what you're doing. It's like, what does he say? I knew the rules before I broke them. I broke the chains before they choked me out. I feel like you got to listen to that song. I feel like it's about you. I feel like it's an energy of, you knew what you were doing when you got into it. It didn't end up working out for you, but I feel like you have re-upped is what you did. You took all the anger, the angst, and you re-upped and turned it into abundance. So I think that's really beautiful. We've got manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. So if there is something that you want, I feel like you need to tell the universe about it for sure. Because I feel like you're in a really empowered energy lately, Aquarius. And I feel like you're about to get whatever it is you've been asking for. So we've got tarot here. Let's get some tarot on it, get some details. Aquarius, if you are interested in a private read, please look at the pinned comment. There is a link there to all of my pricing if you're interested in taking a look. And let's find out what's going on for you here, Aquarius. For the week ahead, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the King of Swords, stability of the mind. How beautiful is that? That's your energy, right? King of Swords is Aquarius energy, but of course we're in a general reading, so it is Gemini and Libra as well. But that's your energy. It's like, here you are, hanging on the side of the cliff here. I feel like the universe has got you. It's we've got an eagle here, right? And if you speak to anyone who's Indigenous, you'll know the significance of the eagle. And the King of Swords, I feel like this eagle is it's like you're on the side of a mountain, and this eagle is pulling you up the mountain. It's like watching over you. I want to say that you are favored by the universe. It looks like the universe has got their eye on you for sure. Whoever that is for you, whoever your source is, I feel like you are being favored by the universe right now. So I feel like you are in this energy of being anchored in the mind, having stability. I feel like this is a really good tower for you. It feels like it clears the mind or clears away anything that was confusing. Tell me about this here. We've got the Death card. Look, that can't speak any louder than that, right? Things end so things can come to a beginning. Look at this. You've got so many synchronicities going on here, right? Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So I feel like now that you're able to walk away or walk out of this old cycle here, it's time for something new to begin. So the ending is here and the new cycle is here. I feel like you've forgiven somebody in your heart. I don't think you told them to their face. I don't think you told them in text or over the phone. I think that you decided, you know what, I'm just going to let it go. It's not good for my health to harbor resentment. I feel like you're giving somebody forgiveness because it's card 19 is the sun. I feel like you've had a breakthrough of sorts, and it's bringing you to some sort of a new beginning, because 1 and 9 is 10, as I was saying before. Tell me about cycles. We've got the King of Wands. Look, you have mastered your domain, friend. The kings are the masters of their domain. They have learned something to a level of subject matter experts, and so I feel like you have decided. It feels like it's something that is a literal decision because you've been thinking about it. And it feels like with the King of Wands, you've decided, you know what, I'm just going to go forward and get what I want. It's time for the King of Wands to stand up and to go get what they want. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, right? We do have the Aries eclipse coming tomorrow, and the partial solar eclipse. The King of Wands also is somebody who's forged through fire. So I think that Aquarius, that you've gone through enough. I think that's what this is saying here, that you've gone through enough. It's time for a breakthrough. No more hanging out in the mud. I feel like you have bloomed, even though you've been in the worst of situations in your life at some point, and I feel like you have bloomed anyway. And I think it's probably because you're in this psychic or shamanic type energy. Tell me more. We've got the 4 of Cups. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Wands. We have the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Why is that? 9 of Swords is here with the 8 of Wands. So I feel like, yeah, it does feel like you've had a breakthrough. I really do feel like someone hurt you. We do have the 3 of Swords here, but we also have the 8 of Wands. It feels like you've cried enough tears is what I'm looking at here. It's time to move forward. You've cried enough tears. You've worried enough about it. It's time for some type of new beginning that's showing up here. For some of you, it could be a new beginning, a door is opening, possibly to romance. It could be that. It's a romance that possibly you've been holding back from because you needed to straighten all this stuff out first. I feel like you came to this place where it's time to release it. I can't let it hurt me anymore. Whatever this hard cycle was for you, it's time for you to release it. So, very interesting energy here. We do have the Death card. I want to say that because of this stability here, I feel like this is the end of you feeling like you're working hard, like so hard, and you're not getting a return. The 7 of Pentacles is telling me that you've been working super hard on something. It could be on this, right? Becoming, like, getting to the throne, I would say, trying to get through the hard times or the trauma or whatever was plaguing you in the mind. It feels like the 7 of Pentacles here, what's coming to an end is you're going to be able to ease up on your schedule, your work schedule a little bit. I don't think you're going to have to do all the overtime. If you're a business owner, maybe you're going to be doing less hours. I feel like that the 7 of Pentacles is about the hard work or putting the hard work in, and you're just wondering, is it ever going to come to fruition? Is there ever going to be a time where I don't have to work as hard as this? And I feel like your answer is yes, because a new cycle is coming here, and I feel like it's transforming you. And so the 4 of Cups also with the Death card is telling me that you've decided now that you're in a stable enough energy emotionally that it's time for you to start going out and seeing people again, being social. I feel like maybe you've been hermiting for a while. We have 2 indications of 9s. You've been hermiting for a while here. It feels like this King of Swords here is preparing to come out of this comfort zone. I feel like you had built some sort of a comfort zone around yourself, whether that's mentally or physically, and I feel like you're ready to communicate. So we have the Page of Wands here. Feels like you're ready to communicate with people, yeah, I feel like you can stop working so hard because you've made it to the throne. I feel like you are somebody who has had a really tough go of it, And I feel like people are going to start noticing. I mean, the King of Wands is, really good looking. Whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like people are going to start noticing your glow up here in a little bit, Aquarius, is what it looks like here, because things are going your way. And best believe that if life is traumatic and hard and terrible and you're miserable, you're going the wrong way. That's all I can say about that. And I feel like you're now going the right way. I feel like it's going to start getting a lot easier for you here. Tell me about the Death card, please. I feel like this new cycle is incredible abundance because you've changed your mind. This is change, and this is the mind. You've changed your mind about how you're looking at people who hurt you, people who say derogatory things about you. You know what? There's always going to be those people. I'm just listening to another song that's coming in. Hang on a second. I'm a clairaudient, so I also get music, messages through music. Mondays aren't always right. Some days you lose the fight. But life can be beautiful if you let it be. The world is showing you all kinds of mysteries. It's a beautiful poetry if you let it be. That is Joy Oladokin. What's the name of the song? Joy Oladokin. Just dropped a pile of cards. Hang on a second here. Sorry, I'm still singing the song in my head. Don't tell yourself it's raining. The clouds are in your head. You tell yourself it's better to jump before you fall again, before you lose it all again. Look up. That's the name of the song. Look up. Because somebody loves you. Look up. The stars are in your hair. So please listen to it. I think it's a beautiful song about, you know what, even when things go hard, you can endure it. Yeah, it'll be beautiful if you let it be. Okay, tell me about this Death card. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. We've got the Star. That's your energy. That is Aquarius energy. We do have Temperance here. Look at all this major arcana coming out. So look, this is going to be a very active and changing week for you next week. And we have the Page of Cups. It's a bunch of new stuff that's coming up here. For some of you, it's a new connection with somebody. The Page of Cups is here. As saying that we've got some sort of affection here. I feel like you're waiting for the universe to tell you, or you're waiting to feel the momentum of the Temperance card. And that means it's almost like I'm doing this because I feel like it's like a cogs in a wheel, or it feels like a puzzle piece, the last puzzle piece you put in the puzzle. And so it's a moment in time where you go from juggling back and forth to find the perfect temperature or temperance of whatever's going on. And I think that when you lock in the last puzzle piece, that's what Charlie's showing me, the last puzzle piece here, I feel like this Star energy kicks in. I feel like you are, with the Temperance and the Star energy is giving me this power up sort of energy, that you really are the Star, that you are in the most spiritual energy you've ever been in, or, whatever, whomever is your source. I feel like you feel very connected to your source at this time. I feel like that there is going to be something new that's coming up. For some of you, it's just good news. It's good news. It's happy news. For some of you, this is the beginning of your intuition. And for others of you, this is new love. I mean, it depends on where you're at in your life at this time, right? Tell me why the King of Swords is here. Tell me why the King of Swords is here. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Empress here, and we've got the Seven of Cups. You're thinking about someone and you're not saying a word. That's what it looks like here. The High Priestess is Piscean energy. You could be an Aquarius that is cusped with Pisces energy. An Aquarius Pisces cusp, that would make you quite psychic in your energy. The High Priestess is somebody who's quite mysterious. So this could be a person for you. The High Priestess is somebody who's like a tarot reader or a mystic, or somebody who knows things but really doesn't say them, a watcher, right? Someone who who keeps it to themselves, essentially. This person is also the Empress. The Empress is someone who's got a lot of wisdom, a lot of the queens. This person is pregnant on this picture, but this doesn't mean this person has to be pregnant with a child, because the Empress is a creator of life, a creator of love, a creator of homes. This person is pregnant with some sort of a creative idea. Something is ready to be born here, and what I think is ready to be born is some sort of new connection here, is what it feels like. I feel like this Hanged Man energy is telling me that you're getting a different perspective on something here. And it does feel like definitely that this tower here that's falling is a very abundant tower. We have abundance that's shown up here, and the Empress represents love and abundance as well. So let's take a look at this fate, karma, and something ending, something beginning, because the King of Wands is here. And so I think you've made it to the throne in spite of what people have said to you, done to you. I feel like you've made it here. You're finally in balance, feeling in balance, dropping of burdens, and it's time to move forward. I feel like you were carrying some emotional burdens, but I also feel like you were carrying the burdens of life that was moving too fast for you. And it shows here with the Four of Cups that maybe you had decided to settle down or went into hermit energy by yourself, doing your own thing, meditating, taking care of you, journaling, reading, whatever it is. I feel like it's time now that you've gotten this balance with the Two of Pentacles to make a decision in the 3D. Twos are about decision making, but this particular one is about being in balance in your 3D world, right? And that things, I feel, are about to move forward here. The Ten of Wands is about dropping your burdens here. And the Eight of Wands, this particular one is giving me the energy of, now that I've let out all the emotion, now things can move forward. So I feel like this Kinged energy here is telling me this king holds one wand. It goes with the Eight of Wands. And I feel like you go from the 8 to the 9 to the 10. There's a progression here. So you make progress as you move into this new cycle here. Tell me about this Page of Wands. It really does feel to me like you're going to be working less, that you're coming out of this place of comfort or this comfort zone, and that you are going to be communicating with somebody here. Tell me about this Page of Wands. It's exciting. It's a little spark. We've got a Page of Cups and a Page of Wands. This is all good, exciting things that are coming in. And tell me about this here. We've got the Magician, we've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and we have the King of Cups. So we've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like you're coming out from behind the fear wall. When we're in the Nine of Wands, it's because we are feeling weighed down, feeling pressure. There's too much. When it's in the reverse, it's like, I don't need to hide from anything anymore. It's coming out from behind the fear wall, and I think that what you're bringing with it is the Ace of Cups, the beginning of something that is going to go from the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. So whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It feels like it starts out very small with this beautiful little pearl that we have here. Somebody has opened the oyster, and all of a sudden something beautiful is inside. And it's maybe, with all this going on, it feels like you didn't expect that there would be something so beautiful that would come from possibly this really hard cycle that you've been in. This is very interesting because we do have the King and the Queen of Cups here. Look, the Queen of Cups is in the reverse, but the King is not. So if you are the masculine, I feel like you are a person who is quite stoic, that you don't like people to see your cards. I don't want to play poker with you when I see the King of Cups. I feel like if you are the masculine leaning energy, that you are someone who's quite stoic and you don't really show all your cards. You're somebody who has deep, deep feelings. I feel that you feel things incredibly deep. It also tells me with this water here that I might be talking to someone who is an Aquarius cusp with Pisces. We do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Now these two are soulmates. But it feels like with the Queen of Cups in the reverse here, that somebody here, maybe you're not exactly sure how they feel. I feel like you have some deep feelings that you're not releasing on the surface. And it's probably because there's somebody here and you don't know how they feel about you. With the Queen of Cups in the reverse, this person might be working a lot, or maybe they're feeling, the Queen of Cups in the reverse for me is someone who is, is someone who's kind of feeling depleted of their psychic or emotional energy. I feel like this person is someone who helps a lot of people. The Magician is here. Someone who maybe is in the midst of a transformation, but it feels like with this, with the Magician here, it feels like somebody here uses all of their empathic, psychic energy High Priestess, to help other people, uses their tools to help other people. This person could be somebody who is feeling a little bit depleted, or maybe this person is otherwise occupied with helping other people. I feel like the reason, I feel like you might communicate with this person, because I feel there are some feelings here, and there's feelings that I feel that you have not said on the surface. You're not interested in talking about it right now. I feel like you will, in this moment of alchemy, that you will become the star and call in your wish fulfillment here, your manifestation. Tell me what the outcome is for Aquarius. We do have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. We have something here that is of friendship. It feels like somebody who you are in a social group with, a network. This could be the place of work. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. This is 9. I feel like I could be speaking to someone who's single at this moment. 9 is about being confident, though. Confident about your pentacle world. Confident, having a glow up on the outside. Looking really good on the outside. Feeling really good on the inside. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. It tells me here that somebody here is ready to build a legacy with another person. I'm just going to point out that the Page of Cups is there. So it feels like there's someone that you're excited to see that possibly you haven't seen in a bit, because we do have a happy reunion that's happening here, right? A happy reunion after you go through this bit of forgiveness here. And I feel like you might have been manifesting. It could be somebody who has fire in the chart, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And I think that you've been at a distance with this person. It's possibly a commitment that's coming up for some of you. And there's the water signs, right? We've got the King and the Queen of water signs. We've got the water signs here. So again, we've got pregnancy, but please know that the Empress is somebody who's pregnant with an idea, or maybe this person is somebody who is always creating, right? I feel like you're wanting to make some sort of commitment with somebody, and maybe it's not huge. I'm not saying you're getting married tomorrow. I'm just saying that maybe it's maybe you're going to commit to getting to know somebody a little better, or maybe we go from the friend stage, Three of Pentacles, friend of a friend. We go from that stage to maybe the next stage, which is maybe we spend a little more time getting to know each other, going over the practical things, spending time in the 3D, and creating some sort of a legacy together, whether it's friendship or whether it's love. Right. We have the Five of Swords. I think what you're going through right now is a lot of feelings that you're keeping under the surface. And I also feel like there's some intrusive thoughts here, my friend. Got the Three of Wands. So you're waiting. You're waiting and holding back at this time until you get your breakthrough, that it's time for you to, there's a Tower in the Sun. You're having some sort of a major breakthrough about somebody here. And when you do, that's when you will move. That's when you will move on it. All right, I'm going to leave that right there, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back, of course, because I'm always back, and I hope you will be too. I'm going to go for now. Guys, take care. Bye-bye.